Lagers, Pilsners, India Pale Ales, double IPAs, Doppelbocks, Belgian Goldens. That's right, it's all here on another round of Brewsday Tuesday. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
I think we do get some Belgians, but maybe not the other ones.
This has a Belgian label.
There you go, Nate.
Who are the Dutch?
It is Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg, as we continue to drink some Christmassy beers. Now, I know that this one that I just popped, Evil Twin Brewing, the Even More Christmas, which on the can, I will note, brewed and packaged by Evil Twin Brewing, North Haven, Connecticut, distributed by our friends at 12%. I had a couple of beers over the weekend with the family, an Abomination, as well as another Evil Twin, both 12%. And I explained to them the loveliness and awesomeness that 12% is doing.
We did not make it there, but we drove by it on the interstate.
You should have stopped. I don't know why.
You know, I've seen a lot of beer.
Okay.
I let one go.
So for this round, we'll go over. You can go. Oh yeah, sorry. Evil Twins, Even More Christmas. It's a 12% by volume Imperial Stout is what I'm drinking on. So here's what we're gonna do. You know, usually we do like to have everybody. You know, we're pouring thirds. Usually we pour halves, but you guys both should pour a little heavy on this round, and you know maybe the other parties only get a sip or two because we are going to be doing a bit of an experiment with these beers.
All right.
So I have here something I got early for Christmas, the Sonic Foamer. All right.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't name that.
Huck's giggling.
I just think that's a weird name.
So you guys go
That's
ahead.
what it does.
So you flip the switch. I need to put the light means it's on. 2 teaspoons of water on here. And then what we're going to do is I want you guys to take a sip of it, the beer before and after. It's kind of like, remember how we did the physics?
Yeah.
It's similar to that vein. Huck's making a face.
Mr. Science.
I'm not science. But you guys explain what you want. I'm going to get ready.
Somebody else
pour the
did the
water.
science.
St. Barnabas, which is like a Christmas classic. Excuse me. My wife's been trying to give me her cold for a week. I refuse.
Sounds like she might be succeeding.
No, I refuse to accept it. Christmas ale, of course, 9.8%. And this is a strong Belgian beer, product of Belgium. Would you imagine that a Belgian beer would be a product of Belgium? Anyway, this is brewed in Belgium. So this is so good because it's, Belgian style Christmas ale. Well, it could be better. I haven't even tasted it yet, and I know it's going to be yum, yum.
It definitely will be. There's no question.
I'm a fan.
And Nate, yours is a bit interesting as well.
I always like Three Floyds and their label work. It
can't-
appeals to the high school edgy kid in me.
You should see some of the swag I got there.
We're gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
Alpha Claus from Three Floyds. It's a Christmas porter. It's Alpha King's festive cousin, which is another one of their
Alpha
lovely
King's
offerings.
great beer. Mm.
But this is their porter brewed with English chocolate malt, Mexican sugar, and of course tons of strange American hops. ABV, of course.
Does it say strange, or does it list them and you just skipped it over? And
No, it says strange American.
I love that.
hops.
I love it.
It does not seem to have the ABV listed.
I'm thinking it's around 9.
It's got to be on there.
Yeah, I think it's.
I checked into it the other day.
I can't. Again, I mean,
Well, it's sometimes obscured on their labels.
Okay. Well,
Anyway,
you
so
can
what
hand
are we
it to
supposed
me.
to do
All
here?
right. So here's what you do. Take a sip. Honestly, pour some more in yours, Huck. Because here's the thing: if it's only a little bit of a pour, a baby pour, it might not work so good. So get a decent pour.
Like that.
That's fine. All right.
Take a taste.
Have a couple sips and see how it tastes now.
All
And then you just set your glass on there, and you see there's a button. One changes the light, and one, if you look real close and maybe even light it up. I don't know if we want to get the video. Maybe you could put your video down there, Nate. And here, I'll illuminate and see when you hit that button. You got to kind of hold it. Ooh, look at that! Do it a few times. You see that?
looks like it is doing some sonic foaming.
Maybe one more for good measure.
It changed colors a little bit.
Well, that's because I think
That's because of the flashlight.
probably-
Huck.
that was probably the flashlight.
It lightened up.
But take a sip, see if it did anything to it. See if it tastes better, worse.
It's
same.
it's funny on my tongue.
Is it funny on your tongue now?
Now it's all tingly. Tingly wingly.
So
Yeah, it is kind of smooths
it
it out.
smooths it out. Just it's very similar to the physics. And I know you weren't here for the physics show. Nate, you were. Do it a few times, and I think so. And this is why I specifically I wanted you to save that porter because I feel like the darker beers it's more beneficial, like the
Well-
stouts, the porters.
This one's pretty dark for a Belgian.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's different.
that is. I kind of want one for my bathtub.
Oh.
Bubbly bad.
That sounds like something a acquaintance of ours might want something like this for his.
You have a little-
Might be a good
You
point.
have a little trouble putting the bathtub on that thing.
Well, I mean, this only holds 2 teaspoons of water. You just need a bigger.
Yeah, that's
You can do that with just one scoop
Yeah.
out of the bathtub. But I was thoroughly impressed that this did a very similar job to what the physics did on a much more affordable scale. I would say.
Oh, it comes
Now-
with different colors too.
Yeah, you can change the colors on that and all that stuff. So, and again, I don't think it's for every beer. That's why, honestly, I feel like you maybe would be enjoying it and maybe more impressed with that porter, especially.
I'm extremely impressed.
Well,
Right here, look at me. This is my impressed look.
that's Huck's impressed face.
That's right there. That's it.
So but again, thank you, Scott, for the beers. But one of the other ones he gave me was again 3 or 4 years old. I used it on that, and it made it much more.
Healed it.
It really does. It helps
Beer
smooth
healer.
it out and make it more palatable. So I think that I think it's not the worst investment. Now it is on Amazon Prime, and I know we are. What are we? 6 days. So I don't know. I don't know if the free Prime 2-day delivery still is in effect.
Doesn't
But-
work anymore, but yeah, it may be.
Perhaps you might be able to get one of these for Christmas in time if you do have a beer drinker on your shopping list.
If they build the Amazon distribution center where the brewery was supposed to go, thanks to shoots, then perhaps we can get same day delivery.
How's this thing powered?
Can you
Batteries?
batteries, yeah, AA batteries. Can you hit mine with a couple? Like I just had a few sips.
How many you want? 3, 4?
Let's do.
It's like
Let's
shots.
just
Can I have a
do.
shot? Can I have
two.
a shot of Sonic Boom?
And you can hear it does a little. Tss. Get your
Can't-
mic down
can't
there.
hear it. I have
Maybe it'll pick
headphones
it up.
on.
Put your mic down there. See if it picks it up.
Pick that up.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, geez. Okay.
You
Never.
do it too
I'm
much-
just gonna do the rest of the show
Never
from down
move
there.
that mic
Good
again.
lord.
If you do too much, it's a Sonic Boom, right?
Yeah, that's correct, Huck.
I knew it was. Let's change subject just for a second. I mean, you can continue with that, but something interesting happened to me the other night. I was
Yeah?
sitting around watching TV in my Christmas pajamas, and
Hmm.
carolers came to my door.
Oh, geez.
First of all, no one ever comes to my door.
That's still a thing.
No, that's what I said. And it's like, I can't believe carolers showed up at my door. I went out in my Christmas underwear. I mean, pajamas. Liz stood inside the door, and they sang 3 songs. So this is very, very nice. I took a picture of them. Turns out one of them was a kid of somebody I know. But nonetheless, I was like, we should have more of that in America. In Blacksburg, we never got carolers, and we lived right behind a giant church. But in Pembroke, we had carolers.
I don't think in my 36 years of living,
Whoa!
I don't think we've ever had carolers come knocking on the door.
It's
Like,
like-
not just when I was growing up, not
Never.
ever.
Of course, Liz said it's because I'm an invalid. You know, I'm the guy living in the house on the auction. Which I'm not wearing right now, by the way.
You're the only house they hit.
Yeah, I'm probably the only house. We have a church next door. I don't think it was them though.
No, they don't care.
No, they're fine. They're nice.
Yeah, that's a rare.
Yeah,
But that's nice though.
I was pleased.
But so what do you think? All right, the threshold for carolers isn't near what, time frame wise. People put up Christmas lights
6
way
to 8.
too early now.
Oh,
Oh.
no, it's got to be within a week of Christmas, I
Well,
think.
well, you're just saying when was this? I mean, right?
It's like, yeah, 2 weeks of Christmas. It was like
2
a couple
weeks.
days ago. Yeah.
Okay, so it was all right. That's what I was wondering. I was like, it's got to be within a week, I would say.
Yeah, or 2 weeks.
Is
yeah.
when maybe some carols. So I'm gonna hold out hope. I'm gonna
And
cross
I
my
want to say
fingers.
it was
I don't get a single trick
You
or
don't get trick or
treater,
treaters.
but maybe I'll get carolers.
I want to say it was the Sunday before last.
So it was on a Sunday.
I think
you
it was
think
on a
that's
Sunday. Yeah, it's probably the youth group.
Oh,
They had an older guy, and they had but it was a bunch of kids. But I mean, some of them were old. You know, it's a mixed group.
Hmm.
I was pleased. Thank you, mysterious carolers.
Did you ask them for an encore?
No, but I'm gonna call this guy, find out who they were.
here's the question: do you tip /
No,
donate?
You're supposed
the
to give
carol-
them eggnog or something. All mine's spiked.
Really?
Mine's
Okay.
bourbon
Now,
eggnog.
I wouldn't know the protocol. I would think that, like, especially if it's they're churchgoers, maybe you donate and you donate to the church.
Well, you don't have to know. They didn't.
Yeah,
They do
well,
not
surely
expect
not.
it at all. But at the end, they sing, "We wish you a Merry Christmas."
Oh,
If
so
you're
it was a
familiar with the
multiple.
song.
They had a full set.
Yeah, they did a full set, 3 songs.
What?
So, but they didn't sing the part. I don't know if you know, but "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" is a pirate song because they want some
That makes sense.
figgy
Yeah,
pudding.
they want
Some booty
and they
pudding.
won't leave until they get
Yeah.
some. That's a verse. You look it up. They're pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, but they didn't do it because I'd have given them some figgy pudding. I once made a figgy pudding beer. I should make that again.
I remember that beer.
You know what it has in it that makes it figgy pudding? Anybody?
figs,
Cardamom. It's a
cardamom.
Cardamom. It's an English spice. You can only get in England unless you go to Kroger. Or K. Rogers.
The Gucci Kroger.
K. Rogers, as my friend's mother used to call it. She was from the north.
Oh, okay.
Let's go down to that grocery store. K. Rogers. I'm like, okay.
See, a lot of people
Well, that
do
doesn't
put
help their other one, U Crops.
Yeah, your crops.
U Crops, K. Roger. She was on to something.
She would. I think she's figured it out.
That's
See,
the
y'all
system.
miss me, don't you?
And she, well, you just got me thinking about because K. Rogers that puts the S on Kroger, and a lot of people do put the S on Kroger. They
Oh,
call
is
it Kroger's.
Oh,
It's just Kroger.
Yeah.
People do that with a lot of stores.
well, it's like if you go
whatever
somewhere,
reason.
yeah, a lot of stores. Well, I got to go to jails weekends. Anyway, that's another story.
Oh boy, Huck.
Christmas in
You're
jail.
right. We do miss you.
I know you can almost play Alice's Restaurant for Christmas too, but anyway, I digress.
That you do.
I do a lot. I like to.
So,
So
so what do we think? I mean, honestly, should we have done an Untapped before and after the Sonic?
no, I think
Does
we're
it ch-
getting
it
too
doesn't-
technical here.
It doesn't change it that much for you,
No, I mean
but enough.
5's a 5. Barnabas.
They're both
50
fives.
bucks.
Barnabas
50
is gonna
bucks.
get a 5. You know, I'm sorry.
What was the ABV on that?
9.8.
Jeez, man, we're drinking big beers here.
Yeah, Huck session.
Sorry, BB. I am going to be coming a little crunk to the
Oh,
anniversary dinner. But it's
well,
all
that's
good.
probably good. She could get lucky.
Well, we got a bottle of something because she likes to keep the corks,
Yeah.
and then you write, what the celebrate whatever is. So we got a cork, so we got to
Wine
drink that,
or
and
beer?
then we're going to dinner. It's champagne, or
Oh.
yeah, because she didn't drink wine.
I got a couple big beers from our trip. I got one from the Hillstead Farm. It's in a big bottle. Now that I'm,
Actually, that's a good point. We
might
do
to
have
that.
a fancy Firestone
Walker.
beer in the that actually would be to her liking that has a cork. Maybe we should open that instead.
Those guys, their special.
It's like a
editions are
wild berry
really good.
whatever thingy.
Yeah, I got some.
Got it from the cellar. It looks like it's going to be really good.
Yeah, Firestone Walker. They're good,
Okay, we digress.
of course.
So,
Again.
you already threw out a 5.
I threw it.
How's yours? It's a porter. Are you
Yeah.
a big porter guy, Nate?
Porter
you can
stouts.
dabble?
I mean, I'll pretty much go for anything except for a Pilsner or a lager usually. I mean, it's not a 5. It's not the St. Barnabas, but it is pretty damn delicious. I like the addition of what do they call them? Strange American hops. I think
Yeah.
that kind of
You don't
gives the
see
porter-
a lot of strange American hops and
Yeah,
porters
no.
these days.
And I think it makes it really intriguing. It's really crisp for a porter even before throwing it on the Sonic foamer here. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
All right.
4.5.
I drink it. It's the, uh, Alpha Claus.
Alpha Claus. So, but
Alpha
But
Claus is coming.
did you
to
think
town.
the Sonic Foamer made it a little better or a little worse?
I think it made it better, but not
Smoother,
enough
right?
yeah.
It makes it.
Yeah,
that's
it,
what
smooth,
kinda-
it smooths it out. Which for again, just like with the physics, I feel like certain beers maybe you don't want that, but I feel like the darker beers, the stouts and whatnot, it can be beneficial. So, the Evil Twin, i.e., 12%, made this beer even more Xmas. I think this was the big daddy of them all, 12%. It's an Imperial Stout. Same deal. It was a 5 even before it went on the Sonic deal. But again, even a beer that seems like it won't get any better, it got better. I was impressed with how it smoothed it out. It made it nice. The notes are good. We may or may not have. There he goes. He goes out through the other door.
It says on the sign, this is not an entrance.
Go around. Go
Nobody
around.
knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
me.
Damn
It's-
it,
it's-
JT.
It is an employee entrance, so it's fair that he might have thought that. It's a 5, of course. They're all 5s. It's all good. Oh, except for yours. Sorry.
4.5, still respectable.
Yeah.
4.5 is still respectable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, of course, it wouldn't be Christmas without.
Oh mercy.
So I hoped you guys liked the
What?
Sonic Foamer enough to have an idea of what's in these presents here.
Actually, I was going to say, DreZ, if you go on, you won't like this, but if you go on your Facebook page, you go to Amazon, you apply to be an affiliate, then when you do these kind of things, you put a link on your Facebook page or your wherever, and then whoever clicks on it buys this, you get 10%.
Oh, well, that sounds like a lot of effort. So you want me
That
to do
does
a
sound
bunch
like
of
a
stuff?
lot of
Set it up, and you get money the rest of your life.
How about this? The fact that you got that from me, you can show me how to do that,
Okay.
and then maybe I'll cut you in.
Well,
on
yeah,
one
I'll
and
show you how-
10%.
I'll show you how I did that.
Okay. Oh, so you've done it.
And
You
my-
know how it works.
Yeah, I have an Amazon affiliates account.
All right. All right.
Oh,
What-
I like that. We missed the handy dandy illustration on the
Oh, they've been-
See,
oh,
they
the
make it look
aroma.
like- They make it look like it foams up like crazy. Now, I haven't had that experience yet, but maybe it's because of the types of beers I've been using with it.
well,
but-
and this was a full, as you said, a full glass.
Exactly.
didn't
So
do
that might be a factor as well.
Fortunately, I have a lot of beer in my beer cooler, and my cooler's got to be relocated because I'm setting up a little arts and crafts.
Your
thing.
cooler floweth over.
It's going to move.
Hmm.
Actually, it's to move into where my office is, which means I will be more drunk than I have been.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's saying something. So I'm setting up, I might do some videos and stuff. I'm setting up a little place.
All right.
I think the table that it goes up by itself and comes back down.
Well, that's right. Because you used to be set up in that
I still
garage. So you
yeah,
just-
but
so-
right. So I'm gonna try to do that in our spare room. We're cleaning it out.
Gotcha.
I'll put the green screen up and I can be wherever I want.
All right. Sweet.
We'll see.
Well, keep an eye out for that. That'll be on Huck's.
Huck was here
Huck
or
was
Huck's
here.
Beer Buzz.
I think they redirect.
They
You
redirect.
still pay for both.
Right.
But
Well,
Huck's,
yeah. I still pay for Brewsday Tuesday, but I can't get Nate to write anything for it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm working on him. He keeps dropping baby.
I say, keep
We
keep
could
making-
get him out of the bedroom and into the studio. We would be a lot better off.
By the way,
Sorry, Mrs. Nate.
we were all untapping that stuff. Huck's Beer Buzz, if you want a friend on Untap, DreZ Drinks, and of course, Big Nate Danger over there.
And you should join I have a club on there. You should join. On
What is
Untap.
that? An Untapped club?
Well, just a group. You just join.
I didn't know there were groups.
Well, you're special.
Oh, am I on
Yeah,
there?
you're special.
How
meet
does
on
that work?
Thursdays.
You just make it and then add people to it.
And what does it do?
Well, if they drink,
Versus, so you get an alert?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't want that.
No, Sergio down in.
You have him on
Oh
there?
my God!
Are you kidding?
He puts all his beers on at like 7 in the morning.
Sergio's Beer World?
Yeah.
Dude,
Why
why would you have him on there?
he drinks really good beer.
Well, he's probably on tap like 50,000 beers.
I think it is right around 50,000 beers.
That's, yeah.
I could look, but
I
yeah,
would not want
I
those
think that's
alerts
accurate.
coming to my phone.
My previous friend record was like 24,000 beers. No, the other day somebody got an argument with me about Untapped, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's 10,000." I'm like, let me just show you Sergio here.
Yeah.
Check him out. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So
Well,
if you go to St. Louis or Louisville, I can't.
Louisville.
Louisville. You go to Louisville, It's a little hole in the wall,
Sergio's beer world
but-
of beer.
but it just keep going. If
Oh,
there's room after room after room after cooler.
It keeps going,
Of course,
and
the
then
Budweiser is $800.
and yeah, because
Truly, it actually is.
if you want to buy Bud,
Bud Light's only
$7.95,
$7.95, and that might be down because of the controversy.
Oh, yeah.
Might be like 700 now.
But yeah, the beers there were just
Unbelievable.
unbelievable.
I mean, what do you had on tap?
30 beers on tap or something
And you'll
like that.
never
It's
see a tap list like that anywhere.
ever.
Maybe like the Ginger Man in New York, maybe.
Mhm.
But even they are not as cool as Sergio.
No, it's
anywhere near.
yeah, it's something
Coolest
else.
beer bar in the world.
So there you go. We got a nice Sergio plug. I
Yeah,
was
he's-
expecting at the end of here,
We'll
but
tag him on this.
absolutely. There we go. All right. Well, that's a wrap on Brews Day. We'll be back next week for one last hoorah right after Christmas. And that'll be the end of our 2023 season. Season 8
years.
Season 8
Yeah.
of Brews Day Tuesday.
8 years.
Time flies.
I'm glad I got to come back for a couple days.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
glad you did
maybe
too.
we'll see you in the future. I got a feeling we just
I'm
might.
feeling better every day.
Amen, man. Well, all right. Well, keep it up, Huck.
Yeah, maybe Nate would have an unfortunate accident.
You hear what he's wishing upon
I
you?
say that
Nate, just
sounds
to come
about
drink
right.
beer on the
I'm
radio.
not wishing. I'll pay
can-
for it.
you-
It's not
Oh,
free.
Good Lord. What are you, Jeff Galooly?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh,
Good
boy.
God.
On that note,
Gotti.
that's
Jeff
a wrap
Gotti.
on
Hook
Bruce
Gotti.
Day Tuesday. We'll see you guys next week.
Yes, you will. not me.
Quick break. Back to the tunes after this on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.